The NFL world stopped for a moment when Patrick Mahomes delivered something truly unforgettable. In a game that already carried high stakes, Mahomes once again redefined what greatness looks like under pressure. His performance wasn't just about numbers, it was about timing, precision, and unshakable confidence. Fans, analysts, and even opponents were left in awe as he executed plays that seemed almost impossible. The Chiefs' sideline erupted with energy, while commentators struggled to describe the brilliance unfolding on the field. For years, Mahomes has been praised for his creativity and leadership, but this display exceeded every previous standard. It was not simply athletic dominance, it was mastery of the game itself. In that moment, the Kansas City Chiefs reminded the league why they remain the benchmark of modern football. Mahomes' performance wasn't just another highlight. It was a statement of control, resilience, and genius that sent shockwaves far beyond Arrowhead Stadium. This extraordinary moment did not appear from nowhere. It was the product of months of disciplined preparation, film study, and mental focus. Mahomes entered the season with determination sharper than ever. Critics questioned whether Kansas City could sustain its dominance after roster changes, yet Mahomes turned those doubts into motivation. His chemistry with receivers had been steadily building, and his command of the playbook was absolute. The coaching staff designed strategies around his evolving instincts, giving him freedom to adapt in real time. Every snap, every audible, reflected years of refinement and understanding. The game in which he stunned everyone became the ultimate expression of that preparation. Behind each highlight was discipline, early mornings, late film sessions, and relentless attention to detail. Mahomes' rise has always been more than talent. It's about mastering every facet of the position. This latest display was the culmination of effort meeting opportunity, transforming pressure into artistry before a worldwide audience. Behind Mahomes' brilliance stands Andy Reid, the architect of one of football's most dynamic systems. Reid's experience, creativity, and trust in his quarterback allowed moments of unpredictability to become controlled chaos. The game plan balanced calculated structure with freedom and approach designed specifically for Mahomes' skill set. Reid's understanding of defensive tendencies gave his quarterback the edge to anticipate rather than react. Each motion, formation, and adjustment was built to manipulate coverage and create space. This strategic alignment between coach and quarterback is rare, almost symphonic in precision. Reid's calm demeanor on the sidelines contrasts sharply with the intensity of the play itself, yet his influence permeates every decision. His willingness to innovate keeps defenses guessing and the Chiefs evolving. Together, Reid and Mahomes have built a brand of football that feels inevitable yet unpredictable. Their partnership continues to redefine offensive football, proving that when trust meets vision, even the impossible can be executed flawlessly. Every unforgettable performance contains a single defining moment, the instant that captures its essence. For Mahomes, that moment came when the pocket collapsed, and all conventional options vanished. With seconds to spare, he maneuvered, improvised, and released a pass that seemed physically implausible. The ball spiraled across the field, threading through defenders before landing perfectly in stride with his receiver. The crowd's reaction was instantaneous, a mix of disbelief and admiration. Analysts replayed it from every angle, searching for logic where instinct had taken over. That play symbolized Mahomes' career, a balance of intelligence, courage, and instinctive flair. It wasn't luck. It was mastery born from repetition and confidence. His ability to remain calm in chaos, to turn collapsing situations into triumphs, has become his signature. That single moment embodied the spirit of Kansas City football: resilient, fearless, and bold. It wasn't just a touchdown. It was a reminder of why Mahomes is redefining what a quarterback can be. Inside the Chiefs' locker room, the atmosphere after the game was electric. Teammates who have grown accustomed to Mahomes' brilliance still couldn't hide their amazement. Veterans exchanged knowing smiles, acknowledging they had witnessed something special even by their quarterback's lofty standards. Younger players spoke with awe, inspired by the composure and creativity that Mahomes displayed under pressure. Andy Reid addressed the team briefly, emphasizing that moments like this come from trust, preparation, and collective effort. Mahomes, as always, deflected praise toward his teammates, highlighting protection, routes, and execution. Yet everyone understood his role transcended statistics. He had elevated the entire team. His leadership continued beyond the field, setting a tone of humility amid triumph. The locker room reflected both celebration and focus. The Chiefs knew the victory was more than a win. It was proof that even in challenging seasons, their foundation of discipline and belief remained unshaken. Anchored by Mahomes' relentless excellence across the field, opposing players and coaches could only acknowledge the extraordinary nature of what they had faced. Defensive coordinators who spent days analyzing film admitted afterward that there was no true way to prepare for Mahomes. His unpredictability dismantles structure. His timing renders perfect coverage irrelevant. Opponents recognized that they had executed their assignments correctly, yet still, it hadn't mattered. The quarterback's vision extended beyond the ordinary boundaries of the playbook. He turned broken plays into highlights and pressure into opportunity. One defender described it simply: "You think you've got him, and then he finds something nobody else sees." For competitors at the highest level, admiration often hides behind frustration, but Mahomes commands both. His ability to control tempo, shift momentum, and exploit the smallest openings has transformed defensive strategy across the league. Teams studying this game will do so with respect, tinged with disbelief, searching for answers to a question that may have none. Within minutes of the final whistle, social media erupted. Clips of Mahomes' performance circulated instantly, generating millions of views across platforms. Analysts labeled it one of his finest outings, while fans hailed it as proof that they were witnessing history in real time. Even rival fanbases couldn't help but express admiration for the display of skill and composure. In Kansas City, local news outlets replayed the highlights endlessly, capturing reactions from stunned supporters across the city. Commentators described the game as Mahomes at his absolute peak. Beyond the numbers, it became a cultural moment, one that transcended the sport. For young athletes, it was a reminder that preparation and courage can create magic. For football purists, it reaffirmed the beauty of the game when played at its highest level. The performance united fans, analysts, and players in a rare consensus. Patrick Mahomes had once again delivered a moment destined for NFL history. Following the performance, comparisons to NFL legends intensified. Analysts drew parallels between Mahomes' creative improvisation and the poise of all-time greats like Montana and Brady. Yet, even within those comparisons, experts acknowledged that Mahomes represents a new evolution of the quarterback role. His ability to blend traditional mechanics with athletic artistry has redefined expectations. Statistical models placed his game among the top individual performances of the decade, while historians discussed its potential legacy. Beyond the numbers, the intangibles stood out: leadership, instinct, and vision. Each time he steps onto the field, Mahomes blurs the line between precision and imagination. His influence extends beyond Kansas City, shaping how the next generation of quarterbacks approaches the game. Analysts agreed that this particular performance marked a pivotal chapter in his already extraordinary career, a display that will be studied, debated, and remembered as a turning point in how football's future is being written before our eyes. What drives Patrick Mahomes isn't merely competition, it's the pursuit of mastery. Those close to him describe an individual obsessed with improvement, constantly analyzing details that others might overlook. His preparation extends beyond film and practice into visualization and mindset. He studies defensive patterns, anticipates tendencies, and trains himself to remain emotionally balanced regardless of circumstance. This internal discipline separates him from talent alone. Mahomes has often said that his greatest strength is composure, the ability to see clearly when everything around him blurs. That mental strength was on full display during the stunning performance. His calm under pressure is not accidental. It's the result of mental conditioning as much as physical training. In moments of chaos, his decisions are not reactionary, they're instinct built on preparation. This mindset, more than arm strength or speed, is what makes him unique. Mahomes doesn't chase perfection. He creates it through relentless focus and unshakable belief in himself and his team. As the echoes of his performance fade, its significance only grows. Patrick Mahomes didn't just deliver another highlight reel, he reinforced his place among the sport's all-time greats. In a single game, he reminded the world that true excellence is not measured by fame, but by consistency and brilliance. His leadership elevated teammates, inspired fans, and commanded the respect of rivals. The Kansas City Chiefs, under his guidance, continue to embody the standard of modern football: creative, fearless, and unified. This moment will stand as a defining chapter in Mahomes' story, not because of a single throw or stat line, but because of what it represented: control under chaos, mastery over pressure, and the constant evolution of greatness. Every era has its defining player. For this generation, it is unmistakably Patrick Mahomes, an athlete who continues to astonish the world, not with surprise, but with the inevitability of excellence delivered at the highest level imaginable.